And Bermuda Dunes traffic motor area for Quebec will be entering 28 for a departure to the south. So things will cool down quite a bit here once we get going.
This is big wild. Beautiful.
Okay, so we're 350 feet above the ground, so we're going to put our landing gear up and our fuel pump off. And we'll turn left here. So the temperature is 99 degrees.
Going down.
And it's going to go down a lot here. So this tells us we're going up at about 400 feet a minute. And this tells us we're at 1,100 feet. We're going 60, about 3 or 4 knots, 62 knots. Those are our primary flight instruments. We're just, you can't probably see it, we're going over the tennis garden right now.
Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah.
Can you catch a glimpse of it or no?
I think I'm looking at a hotel, but...
Yeah, it's just the side of the hotel. We'll see it better on the way back. Oh, our oil temperature's good, our oil pressure's good, our cylinder head temperature's good. Lots of fuel, everything's good. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay, good.
This must be the La Quinta Cove back here?
Yeah, Yeah, all this back in here is the cove. An old town, La Quinta, is down there.
Such a cool view of the mountain.
Yeah, it'll get real nice. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to kind of head it towards this cloud and see if we can find a thermal. Feel that? That acceleration? We're in rising air.
Now, is this airspeed, the knots, is this kind of your miles per hour?
It's just like that, except it's measuring knots, which is a little bit faster than a mile an hour.
And then the vertical speed is speed going up.
And then this is telling us how high. The big hand the fat hand points at thousands, and that is at hundreds. So we're at 2,700. It's not so bad once you get up and going. It's a lot nicer. Just getting out of that heat. Oh, there's a strong thermal. Feel it? It's picking us up. That's good. We like that.
This one of your favorite areas to fly around?
Yeah, I usually take people up here because it's scenic and there's good soaring conditions. But I go all over. I flew a week or 10 days ago. I shut off the motor right up here, a couple more miles, and climbed up and went all the way to the Mexican border.
Wow.
And then back up over San Jacinto, out to San Gorgonio and Big Bear, and then back to here, all with the motor out.
I had no idea you could fly that far.
Oh, yeah.
Now, can you fly in the rain, or...?
I mean, a little bit of rain isn't a big problem, but we don't fly on rainy days. We try to avoid, like sometimes you get some rain with these thunderstorms, and you'll get a little bit of it on the plane. That's no big deal, but you don't want to get into a big downpour.
No.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Just taking it all in.
Yeah. It's it's a lot, it can be a bit of a sensory overload almost at first, because it's like everything's new, the sound, the feel, the smell, the way the plane works, the view, it's just a lot,
These roads up here, I've certainly never been up into these mountains before.
Yeah, this is Highway 74.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I lied, I've been up this road before. Different view for sure.
So if we run into a thermal that feels really good to me, what I'll do is I'll kind of roll into it, and we'll go into a fairly steep bank and circle around, and that's to stay in the rising air.
All right, I'm trusting you, Chris.
Okay.
Lifted me out of my seat a little bit.
Yeah, it'll do that. That's why I said to snug up your straps a little.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on 5,000 feet. The top of this mountain right to our right is about 5,200 feet. So there's a rising air. Okay, here we go. Just relax. We'll just make a circle in this rising air.
Awesome.
Nice view, huh?
Incredible.
So this is the same thing we'll do later with the motor off, and we'll climb just like an eagle circling in the rising air.
It really is just like an eagle.
Yeah, we're going up at 600 feet a minute right now, which is pretty good.
And do you ever flip the plane? Get a glider, can you do that? Is that something people do?
No, you can do aerobatics and gliders. I'm not really into it. You have to wear parachutes also.
Good to know.
For doing aerobatics. So we don't have chutes, so we're not going to do any aerobatics.
Yeah, let's avoid that.
So that's kind of like what it is to thermal.
Yeah.
So if you can, if you can hang with that, then
I'm good with it.
all right.
I think I saw Vista Point down there. That must be the little roundabout.
Yep. All right, let's go back in here a little more. Yeah, 71 degrees, and we're in the shade now.
Right.
Kind of makes you wonder what all the poor people on the ground are doing, doesn't it?
I know. Especially at these houses out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, this is Pinion Flats that we're over. It's like a little community.
And is this still Highway 74?
Yeah, we're more or less flying right over Highway 74.
Which would head out sort of to the Temecula area, I think?
Well, actually, it kind of turns right and goes over this way towards Hemet.
So when did you take your first flight?
A long time ago, down in Hemet, actually. There used to be a glider operation there, and I learned to fly there, and that was in 1983.
What sparked the interest?
I just was one of those guys that was always interested in anything that flew.
So did you fly something else before this?
No, well, I flew other gliders, but I started my flying career in gliders. Here's some good rising air here.
Wind for 18.
There's Pinion Flats and Pinion Pine or something like that it's called. So I'm reducing the throttle a little bit and letting the rising air lift us instead of the motor, and then I'll shut us off here, I think, probably in a couple minutes. So are you okay with doing this, the circling?
I think so. My stomach's dropping a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's going to take me a minute to get used to, maybe, but we're good. I'll let you know when I'm not.
All right. I'll try to keep it as mellow as I can.
I mean, I don't usually get motion sickness, but it's just a different feeling, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep that to a minimum then. We'll keep the motor running until we get a bit higher.
Let's go.
So we're 8,200 feet. How fast are we going, Emily?
We're going 60 knots.
How fast are we going up, Emily?
We're going
south.
500
miles.
100 feet per minute.
Yeah.
500 feet.
So there's the Garner Valley, and that's Lake Hemet down there. That little lake.
Yeah. Oh, that's Lake Hemet.
Yeah.
Okay, I have been there before.
You doing okay, Emily?
I'm great, yeah.
All right, good.
Stomach is settled.
Oh, okay. Oh, I feel rising air. All right.
Maybe I should have held that thought.
Well, we want to go up a little. So we're going to circle in this rising air.
So amazing.
See the haze coming from the cloud?
Yeah, I do.
That's the rain. A little bit of rain falling out of it. But just relax. The airplane's holding you up, not the other way around. So, like, when you first bank, people, like, they lean the other way and stuff. You know, it's got you. You're, like, in its palm of its hand. Like a baby in a cradle. You know? So we're going up 300 feet a minute right now, which is, you know, that's okay. On a good day, we'll go up 1,000 feet a minute with the motor off. We want to get right in the center of the best part and stay there. So we fly a sharp bank angle like this. We're back up almost to where we turned the motor off. Well, above where we finally got it off.
Ooh, I feel that in my stomach.
That's gravity. Because we're going around. You know, when you remember when you were a kid, you went on a swing set.
Yeah.
At the bottom of it, you'd feel that pressure. Well, this is just a big giant swing set. We're being pushed into our seat by the same force. You good?
I think so.
You're a rock star. This is great. It's so much fun giving rides to people
that
are cool with a little bit of, you know.
I like to push my limits a little bit. When I feel that limit, I'll go a little past it, and then, you know, I hope I'm not checking on your lap. But
well, actually, there's little baggies over there to the left.
Do you really have them?
Yeah, they're the big Ziplocs. That's what they're for. But I'd probably forgive you. I'd check on my lap.
Not gonna happen.
Nah. So this isn't really strong lift. Wait, look at the rain coming now. It's really coming down.
Yeah, it's getting
That's beautiful,
real
isn't
easy.
it? Sometimes, you know, you'll be flying on a really clear day, and there'll be these thunderstorms will develop, and you'll see them from 100 miles away with these big shafts of dark rain and the shadows on the desert. It's just gorgeous. Okay. We're at 10,500. That's higher than we were when we turned off the motor. And we'll go over, I'll show you Idlewild and stuff.
How many rides have you been on, think?
Like, ever?
Ever in your life?
Thousands. Hemet, that's Hemet down there. West of it, there's an airport called Hemet Ryan. And I learned to fly there, and then they hired me, and I worked there as a commercial pilot and flight instructor for quite a while. And I gave tons of rides. Never seen the mountains from this angle, have you?
No. This must be covered in snow during the winter.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's really pretty. Yeah, so that's San Jacinto, the peak right there, that little pointy bit right in front of us. And it's 10,800 feet.
I hiked up there in 5th grade.
Uh-huh. And the tram station's off to our right. I don't know if you can see it from where you are, but see the buildings on top of that rock?
Sure.
That's the top of the tram.
I recognize it. I didn't realize it was so grassy.
It's not grass. Those are bushes.
Bushes.
Yeah, we're just kind of high up, so
it looks like
it looks like grass. So this is the Banning Pass here. And Windmill Farms, you might not be able to see them down to our right.
Yeah, I can see. Ooh.
Doing okay?
I think so.
Okay.
That was a good one.
All right.
Runway is 28 left traffic.
Well, what do you say we kind of glide around out here a little, and then we'll go by the tram, and then we'll glide back.
Good. That sounds great to me.
Okay. I don't want to give you too much.
No, you're looking out for me. I appreciate that.
So we'll swing around and get a nice view of this north side of the mountain. It's amazingly rocky and steep, isn't it?
Incredible. I mean, I feel so lucky to be up here.
Oh, it's not a view that most people ever will get, you know. Airplane guys see this, but they don't get close to the mountain like we do. Can we go say hi to the people at the tram?
Yes.
All right. It's right out here in front of us. You can see a little chunk of white on top of the mountain. That's their water tank. So people usually think a glider will be silent, but you can see it's not really, because we're going
and that's the air pressure around us, right?
Well, yeah, we're going through the air at about 70 miles an hour, 60 knots, about 70. It's just like going down a freeway in your car. You got that wind noise. So we'll go over the tram. Doing all right?
Think so.
Okay. When we get out of this, we'll fly off the mountain here in just a bit, and it'll be smoother. Tramway is just about...
Yeah, it's right under us.
Can you see it?
Sure.
There it is.
Yep.
Have you been up the tram?
It's been a long time, but I have a few times.
My kids were here a couple months back, and I took them up. They'd never been up. The Bermuda Dunes is straight out in front of us. I'll tell you how far here in a second. My iPad finally cooled down enough to operate. Yeah, okay, it's about 17 or 18 miles straight out in front of us. I wasn't expecting to see this much rain this early out of one cloud. Isn't that cool looking?
I mean, you see these walls of water from a distance off up in the mountains. You have to see it from this angle.
We're getting a little more, but we're all snug in our little glider here, huh?
Good.
What's the temperature? 57.
Wow.
Yeah, 57 and moist compared to down there, right? The life, I tell you.
And this all kind of dies off before it hits the ground, right?
Well, it looks like it's actually hitting the mountain over there, so it's raining. And that's a pretty heavy downpour. What happens, too, is after it's been falling for a while, it entrains the air. And so pretty soon you have this big column of air that's going down. You know, the rain's going down, the air's going down, it's all going down. It's got a lot of momentum. So it'll go all the way down to the ground. Would you like to try to fly? Really easy.
I think so.
All right, so put your feet down on the pedals. And your right hand on the stick here. And I'll just sort of show you. The plane really flies itself. We don't have to be wiggling the stick all the time. Here's how it works. If we push the stick a little bit, the nose goes down. That. If we pull a little bit, just a pressure, the nose comes up. Okay? So that's the nose up, nose down bit. We want to keep the nose about there. So we don't want it real low or real high. Side to side is what rolls us. I'm pushing the stick to the left, we're rolling to the left. Put it back in the center and we'll just stay rolled to the left. Now I move it to the right, we're rolling level. Okay, so you do it. Take a grip, no death grip. Just, okay, you've got it.
Which way am I going?
This way. So a little left stick now. Left stick will roll us level. There you go. Now back to the middle. Beautiful. So you want to just try to keep the wings kind of level. You're flying a glider in the rain. Wild thing.
What are the odds?
So the glider will turn whichever way it's tilted. You don't want to go that way. Put the stick to the left a little. There you go. A little more. Go. Now just. So what happens with a glider in a car? When you turn the wheel, the car turns, and it turns it until you straighten the wheel, right? An airplane rolls when you move the stick to the side, and when you, it'll just keep rolling. But once it gets a little bank, you move the stick back to the center. So here, let's do a turn together. Okay, we'll make a left turn. I'm going to roll to the left, rolling. Once we get the bank I want, the stick comes back to the right. See that? But the plane stays there, right? It's still going. When I want to roll level again, I move the stick to the right, rolls the plane level. And when it gets level, I put the stick back in the middle. Want to try it?
You tell me which way to push.
Okay, let's go to the right. So push the stick to the right. Now back in the center. Hand on it. Little pull back a little. There you go. Now stick left.
Currently winds are calm.
When it gets level, put the stick in the middle again.
Thanks.
There, back in the middle.
Cessna 4867 Delta is about 8 to the
You're flying. See? Not me.
Doing that?
You're doing that. Put the stick to the right a little bit. There you go. Now in the middle. Because it'll, as long as the stick's one way or the other, it'll start rolling more and more that way. You have to actually unroll it. Yeah, there you go. Feeling like a boss now. Beautifully smooth out here over the valley, isn't it?
Not bad. Okay to go into a turn?
Yeah, sure. You'll notice the nose wants to drop too, right? You pull a little tiny bit on the stick. There you go. Yeah, you did it. Oh, Bermuda Dunes is right down over there. It's really hard to see. This is the hardest airport to see from the air.
Interesting.
That's really nice and smooth out here, isn't it?
Getting a little warmer too, I can.
Yeah, it's going to continue to get warm. It's back up to 66. You just adjust the vents. That
No, I mean, I'm good. It just...
Yeah, however you want. And Dunes traffic, motor glider, Quebec, left downwind for 10, full stop, Bermuda Dunes. And Bermuda Dunes traffic, motor glider for Quebec, left base for 10, full stop, Bermuda Dunes. We're at about 800 feet right now. And Dunes traffic, motor glider for Quebec, turning final for 10, full stop, Bermuda Dunes.
And Bermuda Dunes traffic, citation 511 Tango Pod. We're now 15 miles to the northeast, vacating 7,100 feet. We'll make right downwind for runway 10, Bermuda Dunes.
Touchdown.
Yeah, we survived. How about that? Lived through it and you didn't barf.